For more on the women's gymnastics team, our very own Mariah Guzman sat down with Illini gymnast Karen Howell on this week's Illinois Story. Take a look.
You put on a show for everybody, you make it look good, but it's also very physically demanding. What part of that do you feel you enjoy the most?
I think that gymnastics is very different from other sports, whereas we do have to put all the makeup on, we do have to put our nice little bow on, and we're putting on a show. It is what we're doing. Of course, like the scores matter and the gymnastics matters, and when you go to practice, it's not like, we're not all full makeup, like we probably look like monsters. Like we're working so hard, we're sweating, but when it comes time to compete, we're putting on a show, we're smiling, and I think that that's the best part, is you work so hard in practice, and then when it comes time for competition, everything just happens.
So when did gymnastics start for you?
So I didn't start gymnastics until I was 8, which is super late. Most people start when they're 2 or 3, in like little toddler classes. And I did softball, I played golf, I did a lot of other sports. I tried basketball, I'm really short, so that was not gonna work. But I tried a lot of other sports, and my grandma actually saw me climbing all over everything, and she was like, I think you need to put her in gymnastics, she's going all over everything and she's gonna get hurt if she doesn't learn how to control this. So my mom signed me up for one of those recreation classes where it's just tumbling on the tumble track. And they were like, she needs to not be on here, she needs to go on a team, she needs to she's really good and she has a lot of talent. So then I started gymnastics when I was 8, so.
Did you have a goal in mind, or were you just going with the flow of everything?
When I was really little, obviously I wanted to go to the Olympics. That's every little kid's dream. And you see all the other girls doing it, and there was a gymnast from Michigan, her name was Jordan Weber, and she went to the Olympics, and I was like, well, if she can do it, I'm from Michigan too, I can do it. I think that was super cool, someone I could look up to. And then as I got older, I realized that the girls that do go to the Olympics, they're homeschooled, they're training 8 hours a day, and I just wasn't doing that, and I didn't have any interest in doing that. But then I learned that I could do college gymnastics, which is awesome, and I could continue doing that for another 4 years, and I love gymnastics, I love the sport. So having that opportunity to do that and just seeing that as a goal was awesome. I just loved being on campus here. I loved the family aspect of the team, and everything just felt super right. I don't know how else to explain it, just
in your heart.
Yes, I was like, this is where I want to be.
Is there something you want to accomplish before you graduate? A record you want to beat? Anything like that?
Yeah, so this is super silly. I just did it this weekend though. I wanted to get one event title on every event, and so I had it on everything except for beam, and I was like, I'm pretty good at beam, how come I haven't done this? And I've gone 9-9 before. I was but it's just, it's what happens at the meet, so someone else outscored me. And I actually got 2 beam titles this weekend, so I was like, that's pretty cool. I went in having none, and I came out with 2.
Right.
So now I have 1 event title on every event, at least 1.
Do you think that you would be the same person that you are now if it wasn't for gymnastics?
Probably not. I just think that gymnastics has really shaped me and helped me grow into who I am. There's a lot of life lessons that come out of the sport. There's a lot of growing that happened even once I got to college. I grew a lot with just how I competed and how I held, if I had a bad meet, did I hold that over myself too long? I think that I would not. I take disappointment a lot better, I take excitement a lot better. I'm very humble with my successes now. I think that gymnastics has definitely helped shape me into who I am today. I can leave the sport and be like, okay, yeah, you did a good job.
What struck out to you the most from your interview with Karen?
For me, what I got from her was that her passion for gymnastics was really sculpted because of her and not because of anybody else. She started the sport, yes, because of her grandma, but as her career progressed, her family and her mom specifically made it very evident that if she wanted to stop, she could, and that she shouldn't feel pressured to do the sport because of anybody else, and she should do it because she loves it and not because she feels like she has to. And I think that's really important for athletes to have and to know, and it makes the sport more enjoyable for them.
And obviously another big opportunity for the gymnastics team with the Big 5 coming up here in Toledo.
Yeah, so she mentioned how it's really important for them it gives them a lot of exposure, and they go against different teams. And most of the time, the Big Ten doesn't really work like that. So it's just really important for them to do well this weekend. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they do and how she performs.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mariah.